Hello, everybody. Welcome back to. God, we're jumping straight in.
We're here. We're doing it.
We're here, ladies and gentlemen. Chatting Breeze, episode 7. If you've been listening to all the episodes so far, what was that?
That was 7.
Oh,
just
nice.
indicating.
Okay, cool.
If we've got any deaf listeners.
Yeah, no, we're an accessible podcast. We're available to all.
We're going to
audiences.
overlay the sign language.
Yeah. Episode 7. This week, we've got a very, very special guest for you. Flown all the way from Melbourne, Australia.
For this.
For this one podcast. Yeah, nothing else. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Isgwan, a.k.a. Isaac, a.k.a. I always do a.k.a. the King of Melbourne. Would you say the King of Melbourne?
I mean, we're not a monarchy over there, but,
Not anymore.
Nah.
You used to. You used to be under our thumb, didn't you?
Yeah, we still are a bit, to be fair.
Who else is in the running for King of Melbourne?
Osmosis Jones is doing things.
I forgot he's a Melbourne
sure.
boy.
Yeah.
He's sick,
Who else is from Melbourne that makes beats that we like?
I don't know.
My mate Nano One.
Yes. Yeah.
Good friend of mine.
Uh-huh.
He makes sick tunes.
Those are the top 3.
Yeah,
You're the king. Osmosis is the prince.
Yeah.
And 901 is the...
princess.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me, do you mind not dropping your shoes on the floor during the recording? The microphones are very sensitive.
Disruptive audience.
Anyway, if you know Isgwan, well, you should know Isgwan. He's had a Bellas release in the past, and he's absolutely smashed it across all channels. Recently had an EP on Bubble. Am I correct? Bubble.
Yeah. Little
Hence
2-tracker with some. Oh yeah, representing
the merch.
Bubble here. I mean, one of those guys should probably be in the royal.
Are they Melbourne as well?
The royal family of Melbourne. Yeah. Tough Tracks and Cold Past.
Of course. Oh yeah, well they're definitely up there.
And they've been doing it for longer than.
Are they like old heads?
Old heads. We could call them old heads.
Why? What do you mean we could?
Well, I mean, for instance, like Cold Past, like put up a memory on his story on his Facebook the other day. It was like 10 years ago. Hey guys, can anybody suggest some other UK garage artists? I've been really getting into this genre lately. So that was like 2013.
Really?
And he started hunting then. So yeah, they did it before it was cool.
Nice.
Well, it was actually after it was cool and then before it was cool again.
I just realised
The fan's on.
the fan's on.
Ah.
How do I turn it off?
Just turn it to the middle on the other one.
Oh, that's way better.
You know what?
No, we're not restarting.
It's fine.
It's been a good
act.
open. It's been a good open.
Yeah.
Right, so as is customary on Chatting Breeze, Isaac's bought a tune to open and a tune to close, and we've actually somehow managed to figure out how to get it to play through the vinyl setup, even though you don't have any records on you, which I was not surprised about because you've flown all the way from Australia. So, what have you brought to open us up with? Open us up?
Open me right up. We're gonna. It's a tune by a friend of mine called Luca, or he goes by Akul.
Is that why it's a cool? Because it's his name backwards?
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah. I grew up with him actually. Like I've known him since I was like 12 probably or something. He grew up, near me, and I used to like play in a reggae band with him like when we were like 17, and but he was always like producing electronic stuff. Mm-hmm. Do we want to do the whole story now, or should we
play the tune and then we'll chat about Akul and his various endeavors.
This one's called Mashup, out on Extra Spicy like 2 years ago now.
Yeah, a while ago. All right, run the tune, producer man.
Mash up. Mash up. Mash up. Get. Mash mash up, mash. Up. Get it. Mash up, mash up. Get. Mash up, mash up. Mash up, mash up. Get. Mash up, mash up. Mash up, mash up. Get. Mash up, mash up. Mash up, mash up. Get. Mash up, mash up. Mash up, mash up. Get. Mash up, mash up.
Nobody needs a second drop these days anyway, right?
No, exactly.
I don't know why we bother, us producers.
I spoke to Longings about this on our episode. that
Oh, true.
It's one of those things that like only the people who, like, if you know, you know with a second drop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's already well trodden ground, unfortunately. So, sorry, mate.
Yeah, on to the next thing.
First of all, I got to help my boy out. I got to open his. You're gonna reverb that again for me? Yeah. Oh, bonus, mate. Bonus. There you go. Right. I suppose I should introduce who's in the room. I quite like doing that at the start of an episode. In the room right now, obviously, I'm with Isaac here. To my right, on the bed. I don't know how we've managed to fit this many people on Orion's bed. Not the first time though, is it? We have got Rob Mills. I'm not getting. I think I'm all right. Yeah. We've got Rob Mills, obviously of everything fame. We've got Is It of The Crown fame. We've got Mr. USB of also The Crown fame. We've got Ben Lloyd of The Crown fame. And we've got Orwell of The Crown fame.
Oh. I think we're all going to the Crown later on
Yeah, I suppose
tonight.
well. It's a school night. I've got to be a good boy, unfortunately. But, I mean, you'll probably... You know what? Anyway. We were going to chat about Cool a little bit. Because that tune... mashup. I remember that was sort of one of the first ones that I found when I was first getting into like the two-step garagey stuff.
Yeah.
It was a free download, I think.
I think it was, yeah, on Extra Spicy.
Yes, Extra Spicy killing it as well, obviously.
Big ups.
How do you know him?
Well, he was just like in my friendship circle when I was growing up. Like we used to, go to house parties and put on. We call them bush doofs.
Oh, I've heard about the
Doof
doofs. I've heard
in
about
the
the
bush.
doofs, yeah.
We just would set up sound systems in
Nice.
the middle of the bush and down a big dirt road and get a bunch of people down there and
I love that they're called doofs. That's the most like Aussie thing.
yeah. The bass goes doof doof. It's perfect.
Yeah, no, it certainly does. Where's he from? Is he Melbourne or is he?
No, he's from Sydney.
Okay.
He still lives there now. That tune in particular, it's sort of like, I guess for me, like encapsulates like that first era where I just started making tunes. I had met this person like at that time, and this was still like when lockdowns were happening. She, it was just through work actually, but she had some like connections like through government and stuff. And government, we're getting deep here.
Here we go.
Into conspiracies.
Now it's a podcast.
But she she'd been told that there was going to be another lockdown in Melbourne, and basically told me about that. And so me and 901, Andrew, were like, let's fucking go. And we went up because like it was like state, it was per state the lockdown. So we went up to New South Wales, drove up, just got across the border like an hour before we wouldn't have been able to enter. And yeah, and at this point I wasn't producing any electronic music at all.
Really?
And anyway, got to Sydney and met up with Luca, and he was heading to a Keep Hush party. Extra Spicy were doing a Keep Hush party that he was playing at, and yeah, it was that party that I sort of looked around and like, because I used to always go to raves when I was younger, but it'd been like a fair few years, and I was like, this is sick. I want to fucking give this a proper go, and yeah, from that's when I started making tunes, and yeah, now I'm here sitting to you. So sitting talking to you.
You only started producing like lockdown then?
Yeah, it was like May 2020. No,
Crazy.
21, May 2020.
I always think in my head that like people have been producing like for so much longer, but there's so many people that were sort of, I think lockdown was a big thing for a lot of people to like get into producing and that sort of thing.
Definitely, yeah, because we went in, after we went back to Melbourne, it was like another 6 months of lockdown, and yeah, instead of like sitting on my ass playing video games,
Which is what I did for the most part.
Played the Ableton video game instead.
What's your video game of choice?
To be fair, I don't really play any these days. Because yeah, I just play Ableton.
Yeah.
It's like because it's like a video game. You're like, just like just going into like.
That's one for the reel on that. That's gonna get clipped. That little noise.
But yeah, end up with something at the end. I don't know, but I think I put in like all of my hours of video gaming in like, I don't know. I was playing a lot of Dota.
Oh, you're a Dota man.
Defense of the Ancients.
Woo!
It's like, yeah, a lot.
Fuck yeah, man.
Too much.
That's hilarious. So in Australia then,
Yeah.
there is like a big scene there. Probably, from my perspective, it's potentially like the second. It's like the closest scene to the UK that operates outside of the UK in terms of like the type of music being produced and like the sound sort of coming from there.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting point, and yeah, I think you're onto something there. No, honestly, because I mean, I haven't been to heaps of different places in the world, but you don't really hear much coming out of the States or. I mean, yeah, anywhere else really. Like, I was in Berlin the other weekend, and like I played at a UKG event there, and that's like the only UKG event that like runs really, other than like maybe bigger acts coming through. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you say it's like a healthy scene in Australia right now then?
Yeah, for sure. It was healthier than I thought it would be when because I was over here last year, and I sort of like was dreading leaving here to sort of go back to Melbourne where there was none of it. But then like pretty much every weekend there's been something going on. And yeah, there's more and more of it. Yeah, a few crews popping up, and definitely a lot of love for it.
Do you get a lot of bookings out there?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely more of a summer heavy thing.
Yeah. But summer there is winter
opposite.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's still like Melbourne's probably like the techno scene there is like a lot bigger than the garage scene, but like
Really?
there are starting to be more nights that are like multi-genre nights or like garage nights and stuff, or like maybe like I guess like UK stuff, so garage and jungle. Yeah, those two.
Oh shit! The feds are coming to get us, bro.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Ooh.
One thing I wanted to ask you. Obviously, you are Australian, born and bred, I presume. Yeah. You got any barbecuing expertise for me? Any top barbecuing tips?
It's all about the marinade.
What's the ideal marinade? Run me through it. What you work? So if I gave you just like, I don't know, what do you? I guess
you use like chicken or something. You
chicken.
Marinate.
That's your meat of choice.
Yeah, I guess so.
Getting deep right now,
I
guys.
guess so.
What are you marinating it with?
I like to do like a Vietnamese style thing. So you're like, you keep the marinade actually quite simple, but then like I don't know, just like soy sauce, fish sauce, like a little bit of sugar, not too much, otherwise it'll burn, and some like chili and garlic and stuff, and then make like a kind of dipping sauce.
The Isgwan special, mate. You heard it here first. Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you find stepping away from the barbecues, going back to the music.
Okay.
Do you find that
Damn it.
Sorry, if you've got more to say on barbecuing,
no, it's all good,
I know you're very passionate about it, but
Yeah. I love barbecuing.
do you find that like the sound that's coming from Australia right now, obviously like the scenes are quite similar in the sense that it's all that sort of like underground garagey stuff, but I don't know how I feel about it, so I'd be interested to get your take on it. If there's like an actual difference in like the sound that's coming through down there compared to up here. Like obviously there's two-step coming out here and there's two-step coming out there, but do you think you'd be able to tell the difference between the two, or?
I mean, I think one of the big differences is like a lot of the tunes come out over here are driven by like UK style vocals, which you don't. I don't know. Even as like for me, it feels weird putting like I don't know as an Australian producer, unless I like work with a UK vocalist, but like getting say like like ripping an a cappella or something of like a UK vocalist and then putting that out as a tune, like because I don't live here, I'm not from here, like it sort of feels a bit.
Really, you feel weird about doing that?
In a way, yeah. Like
Really? You think it's sort of like appropriation, I suppose.
maybe. So
I don't know if that's be interesting to see what other people what his take is on that. I mean,
but I guess that's part of the genre, so maybe I shouldn't care so much.
yeah,
but
I think
like,
I wouldn't worry. I mean, you have sampled like UK vocals before, no? One sec, I'm just gonna. Whoa, that was a good one. That was a good one.
gonna put the Valhalla shimmer on that one. Just blur it out and wait 20 seconds. Sorry, go on.
No, because you had that original vocal on that tune, You'll Keep Going one that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a Aussie-born guy. He actually lives in Manchester, Macca47. That's coming out tomorrow, actually.
Ah, so that's out now.
No.
Out now.
No, it's coming out on Friday. Yeah, so 2 days from now.
Probably out now, depending on when this comes out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Orion
out now.
don't work that quick.
Yeah.
Out now. So what's the story with that?
Yeah, so Macca47 just like, we just follow each other on Instagram and I just posted a bit of it on my story and he was like, that sounds sick, would love to do some vocals on it. And so I just sent him the tune and he did some vocals and then sent it back and sort of arranged it a bit differently for vocals and I'm interested to see how it goes down like in this scene over here if it gets played out and like having like a Aussie vocal on it. Yeah.
I've never heard an Aussie MC on a tune before, ever.
I don't know if I have either.
Pushing the scene forward, mate.
go.
I like it.
Yeah, well, what's cool about it, I guess, is that from an Australian perspective, is that Aussie hip hop has always been quite big over there. So to make it Aussie garage, or I should really say Aussie garage.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Australians
of course.
call it garage.
Do they really?
Well, yeah, it's just pronounced garage. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think I've made UK. I've made UKG for so long that I've just started. Even if I'm just talking about my shed, I just start saying garage because it's just become.
That is so funny.
It's just
What is the MC culture like down under then? Do you get a lot of that at nights and stuff, or is it more just the DJ?
You get it.
I'm gonna burp.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought you were going to do it into the mic.
I was close. It's gonna pick it up anyway, but.
Look, to be fair, I haven't. Actually, no, I have done a few nights with an MC. It's not super common. It's more common on drum and bass and jungle gigs for sure. That junglist movement.
Yeah. Shout out Ben Lloyd of the Crown fame, sat in the corner.
With a junglist movement shirt on.
Do you get a lot of drum and bass there as well then? Is that quite big?
The drum and bass scene's very big.
Shout out Orion, the drum and bass king from the Crown.
Yeah, it's huge there actually. Too huge.
Really?
Too huge. Nah.
You know, I hate sitting on this side because I can fucking see you all. Last time I was there, it was so much easier.
Yeah, no, it is big. And in New Zealand as well, it's huge. So you get a lot of people coming over to do Australia, New Zealand, Yeah, I think Skeptical's out there recently. And,
Okay.
And yeah, there's like an event like down the road from mine, like Drum and Bass Mondays, like every Monday. There's a
Drum and Bass Mondays.
That's the crown, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a similar thing at the Crown. Yeah. Have you ever been into that sort of thing, or were you like when you started? Because obviously it was so recently. Were you just straight into like garage and stuff?
I was definitely into it when I was younger, like, yeah, before Skrillex came along, like, up
Oh, that was a
until
long
that.
time ago.
Well, yeah, because, you know, you got to remember I'm an old man.
How old are you?
I'm 30. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're 30.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel like a fucking baby. Jesus.
You're a baby.
I'm not
No,
that
you're
much of a
not.
baby.
No.
So
Anyway,
when was Skrillex around?
Well, it was like 2010, 2011.
Fucking hell.
No, actually, yeah, 2011, 2012.
I used to absolutely rinse Skrillex. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nice. But yeah, like I guess was into a bunch of drum and bass then and jungle and stuff and all the early dubstep, scream and banger and
Yeah.
all that biz.
You're so old.
And then I am old. And then yeah, but then I sort of got out of like electronic music in general for like 8 years or something. and
yeah,
sort of
'cause
revisited it again.
You still like play? I want to say guitar.
I play guitar and and keys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was like I ran like a reggae band for 5 years or something.
Did you get a lot of gigs doing that?
Yeah, we were pretty. We used to tour and do festivals and stuff, and but it was just so much fucking work. Like 8-piece band, doing all the just rehearsing and like writing all the parts.
This is the
and-
thing, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
so much easier if you just have to rock up with a fucking USB than if
Yeah.
it is if you have to bring like a whole band with you. And
Yeah,
no wonder live music's dying, eh, Ryan?
Yeah, tell me about it, mate.
yeah. I mean, it's. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's when I started getting back into production. I was like, oh, this is sick. I can just like run my own ship entirely. Like, you know, I don't need to like organize anything with anybody else. I just like, you know. send all
And
the messages.
do you still play at all, or?
A little bit, but not like creatively. I do it for work, but
Is that what you do for work, like back home?
yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, so
Yeah.
you're constant music then, regardless of whether or not it's like live or whatever.
Yeah.
Where are you going, sir?
We've got more
He's
audience
out.
members arriving.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Oh
My God, it's an absolutely packed studio right now.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's still recording.
Yes.
Imagine.
If it all goes black at some point, deal with it.
Yeah, that is the end. That is the end of that.
Is that life in general?
Yes, exactly. That's good advice for life. If it all goes black, just fucking deal with it. So you are kind of in a way full-time music, I guess you could say.
Yeah. They're very different worlds for
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
I think that's one thing that worked for me with it as well, because I used to do the band thing, and then like for work I'd do the band thing, and then this thrilling podcast was talking about my work now. It's great. No, but anyway, I just like would struggle to like do the band thing for work and then do it creatively. It just felt
Yeah.
like too similar. But now like doing like production and like DJing and stuff, it's quite a different vibe. So I don't feel like I could get home from a gig and like make a tune and not feel like drained. Whereas like I used to be like, keyboard, get the fuck away from me. Like when I
That's
got
the
home,
thing,
I'm
isn't
like,
it? It's when you start doing something for a job, it can maybe sort of start to suck the fun out of it a little
Yeah.
bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think... So, Rob Mills nodding his head in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. Which is, advice for you all. Do something similar, but not too similar.
From the wise old sage, Isgwan.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how are you finding the UK then? Because your second time here. You came
Yeah.
here last summer as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Like the scene here, like it's there's a lot more happening over here, like specifically in the genres that, you know, just in the rave culture and like in garage and like in breaks and jungle, like, you know, especially like in Bristol, like this is like 5 nights a week, like
It's crazy.
yeah, like whereas in Melbourne, you know, you get there might be a couple of midweek things, but they're pretty low key, like pretty chill. Nobody's like sending it too much. And
Would you ever want to move here?
oh, I've definitely thought about it a lot. And still do think about it, and it might still happen.
Because when you came down last time,
Yeah.
you were here for like fucking ages.
Too long, wasn't it?
I felt like you were never going to leave, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's so sick you're able to do that, obviously. But I think we were chatting about this last night about how you have been getting a few gigs as well while you've been here.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to sort of, I guess, say to yourself, oh, you know, I'm working a little bit while I'm out here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like semi-holiday,
Tour
tour.
Tour
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, yeah, and hopefully next year can come back again and do it again, and at some point, perhaps move over. I guess there's just other considerations, with moving and everything, like yeah, work and friends and family. Like to do the job that I do, I'd have to like start it again over here, which it took like 3 years to build over there to the point where it is now.
But you're getting a few gigs here. Like you've played like, is it this weekend you're in Dublin?
Yeah.
Like you've been playing all over. Like you said, you just said you played in Berlin and was it Amsterdam? Did you play there, or were you just seeing a friend?
No, I was just seeing a mate now.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, no, you've been playing all over. Like you're a proper international DJ now, bro.
Ooh.
How does that feel?
Look, it's really just like connections that I've made and stuff. Like I think just one thing leads to another. That's how it's like always been with this journey so far. Is just like putting out tunes and people kind of reacting to them and then like releasing tunes with like for instance the one in Dublin is a label that I'm releasing with soon, and I guess like Instagram's really good for that to just like connect with people and someone might follow your story like your story if you put up a tune or something and then they're like, oh, if you're ever in town, like let us know, we run this night. And it's sort of just all like word of mouth, like I don't have like an agent that put this all together. It was all just
I
I'm
mean,
over here.
that's the way to do it, though. Sometimes I think.
Yeah.
The agent debate is sort of an interesting one. I feel like it can be quite like polarizing in terms of who you ask. Oh yeah, give me some of that vape when you're done.
The mega party vape.
And then you choked right into the mic there, Jesus. The agent one is interesting because I have like I have friends who have agents or sort of getting agents or going through that whole process. What's your take on it? Because obviously you've come here and done, for the most part, I know you've had a few people like helping you out with bookings and stuff, but for the most part you've done it pretty much on your own.
Look, I think an agent would help to like go outside of the box that you're already in. You know what I mean? So it's like, sure, all these gigs that I've booked out, like I've met them on Instagram and stuff and just like talk to them. But like, if I wanted to book shows in, towns that I haven't been in before, then it would be really helpful for that. Having those connections.
But
and
you
stuff.
are still getting booked in towns you haven't been to before, right? Like you're going to Dublin, Berlin, different places. You've done that yourself. But I guess, it's like you say, it's through people that you already know. I suppose having an agent allows you to sort of go a bit further than that.
Yeah. But then you also hear of stories where like if someone will get an agent and they're just not getting enough gigs and stuff.
Oh, I've definitely heard of that. Stories like that,
Yeah. Or like it's like a bit constraining. So, I think you gotta be. I don't know. I think you gotta be like.
All right.
All right.
I might as well interrupt briefly because this is one hell of a crew.
Yeah. Come in.
You might want to get shoes off.
Yeah, shoes off, please.
Oh god.
It affects the acoustics in the room, actually, if everyone's got their socks on.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to have their feet out.
Just because it makes it sound way better when everyone's got their feet out.
Oh
Oh my God, we got to restart the whole episode now.
Is it? Oh, right. we missed half it anyway. So you good.
Here we go.
The team is coming in. Make yourself comfortable. Sorry?
Found like a fast forward quite funny on this,
We got a producer, mate.
I'll produce it then.
Okay,
Yeah. Time lapse.
Have you ever considered, has there ever been an option for you to like have an agent of some sort?
Only lightly, like coming over here.
Quiet on the set. Only heckles, sorry.
Only more recently, I guess, over here, Bubsky, like, she was keen to take on that role for me. I think next year if I come back over, we've talked more and she'll sort of have her agency set up by then, and that would be sweet if she can book some more gigs. Like she's sort of my Bristol booking this time, but it'll be cool. Like she's got
Get that shit
connections.
open, bro. Open
pass
it.
it, pass
Get
it.
it on a mic.
Another one.
Might be a bit frothy.
That's all. I'll go easy. Oh, it is frothy.
Do you want to do all of them on the mic? All of them on the mic.
Yeah, go on then. Give us some more. Give us some more. Let's get these open.
Bottles as well.
Yeah.
Got nuts in my bag.
Oh,
Crispy.
and the bottle. Right. Third time's the charm. Get the jangling for the ASMR heads.
Oh,
Oh, only $1.99 for a Corona. You're getting ripped off, bro. Oh, lovely. Pass it back.
all right. I'll do it all the time.
You ever thought Corona? Oh, your keys, aren't they? Sorry.
Yeah.
I just got a whiff of that Corona. It just smells like fucking weed, doesn't it? It's so weird. What
Maybe
would
you've
be?
got weed in your nose.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, I sniff so much weed. It's actually, it's a joke. Yeah. Gets you way more high.
Yeah.
What would be your dream booking in the UK then? If you had to like envision like a night, if you could have anyone you want, but I suppose it's in the UK, so you'd think UK DJs, but
Playing like supporting, you mean, or like,
whatever you want, bro. What's your dream? Think big.
Oh, look. For start, actually, it would be sweet to like do a show alongside all of the crew with all you guys.
All the team.
You know,
Yeah.
like it was cool to play, alongside you and Lily the other day.
Oh yeah, the
Be
bog.
good to do like,
Yeah, I wanted to chat about the bog as well, but finish
Yeah.
your point.
yeah. I guess the main crew that I know of you guys would be yourself, Lily Longies, Joe Koshin, and myself.
Absolutely big lineup.
Big lineup. Well, we'll
Although-
make it happen next year.
I think, so the agents might get in the way of that one. I think.
Oh, yeah. That's all right. We'll do it at the Crown, and they can pay for it all.
exactly. Yeah,
They can
just
pay
don't tell anyone.
all the 15% on top.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. Ryan's got the funds. Yeah.
But I'll be the head agent that everybody has to go through.
You.
Yeah. So their agents go through me.
Yeah, I see. You're the agent's agent.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Yeah. No, who else? I mean, it would be. I mean, he's not even from here, but like, it would be sweet to play alongside like Main Phase. Always, I've loved his tunes.
Yeah. Who's main face? Sorry.
Yeah.
Great. He's not
Keen
coming
to
on
get
the podcast
something.
now.
Keen to get something on EC2A. It's always been one of my favorite labels.
Yeah.
That Keep Going tune was potentially. I mean, yeah, they were interested in it, but it was already coming out. So I've just got to make another wubby subby, two-steppy number.
Oh, I thought you were. You're reaching for.
EC2A.
Here we go.
That was a bit floppy, that one.
That
wasn't it?
that was a floppy one indeed. We need
Just alcoholics.
we need a tinny counter in the corner on this one. Sorry, producer, giving you more work.
Yeah.
No, Bog was sick. Bog was fucking awesome. Bog was really
Bog was
good.
sick. Yeah.
Big up,
And he-
big up Robert Mills for
Yeah.
sorting that. Obviously,
said-
sorry, you go.
I hear there's some bigger acts coming on it soon.
Ooh.
Maybe we won't say who, you know. But sounds like, you know, it really is the next Hoa Berlin.
I suppose
Yeah.
it is. I mean,
I think there's a pube on here actually.
sorry, one of mine. I was saving that, bro, for after the pod. What the fuck?
Snort that with your weed.
No, Bog is sick. Like it's something that came out of nowhere, and I'm sure Rob can attest that like you never expected it to sort of be what it is. Like they've got a fucking light box now, like in the men's toilet. It's just like a permanent fixture for it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is really, really cool though. There's a lot more of those going around now. I think like the sort of filmed mix series stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Have you done anything else like that, like similar or?
Yeah, there was one that I did in Melbourne. They've got a funny one. It's actually at a fish and chip shop.
Nice.
They should have come up with a more creative name, to be fair.
What's it called?
It's just called Soul Sessions, which is
Okay.
but
That's pretty unique. I don't think there's another Soul Sessions out there, to be fair. I think that's a pretty unique name.
yeah, but it's all like, just Melbourne DJs, and like on one of the days that the shop's closed, they set up like on the counter,
Awesome.
and did that one. Good vibes. Yeah, they're always a good time. It's just a really good community thing to like bring people together and
Definitely. And are you
come
allowed like a crowd in there as well?
Yeah, a few people. I mean, similar to Bog kind of thing. Don't know how it's gone these days, but yeah,
Soul sessions.
soul sessions.
They usually they play soul usually.
No, it's just a lot of Melbourne DJs, which means quite a lot of techno and prog and
Jeez, nice.
lots of hard groove coming out of there these
Really?
days.
Well, out of Australia.
In the clubs, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not heaps keyed into hard groove in general, but like, yeah, it's definitely popping off a lot in the clubs there. Yeah, where I guess like the speed garage and stuff is DJs are often chucking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like speed garage, like into some hard groove, and yeah.
The speed garage is still going strong in Australia, I think, isn't it? It's still like big, like the main thing, I would say, in that scene anyway, from my understanding. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. I know it definitely has died off a bit. There's only so many warps, you know.
Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? There's only so many warps.
Yeah. Many heroes.
What's next then? What's your prediction? What's next?
In Australia.
Ben Lloyd is fucking filming the podcast. He's gonna leak the episode before it comes out. Fuck's sake, man.
In Australia, what's next? Look, I think the hard groove thing's definitely popping off a lot, like just faster tempos of like 4/4. But also, yeah, alongside that, like garage and two-step nights are happening more and more. There's a lot of like there's still like a pretty big like sound system culture that's been going strong, and I think like I think just electronic music in general has had like quite a big resurgence, like, or it's always been there, but like there's just more and more nights on, like more crews putting on parties and stuff. Yeah, like people like there's a crew in Melbourne that like brought out like Al Wooten recently. Like, so there's like that darker dubby side of like techno and stuff. A lot of those nights still happening, and look, yeah, I think hopefully it'll just like continue to grow, and yeah, I don't know. There is definitely like a big oversaturation of drum and bass over there.
Yeah, I mean,
well, there has been for years, and it's probably the same over here.
Oh yeah,
it's
big
everywhere.
time.
It's just huge.
Too much drum and bass in Bristol.
So
Sorry, Orion.
so it'll be good to hear some slower tempos, you know.
Yeah.
At least like 140. Come on.
Is there a lot of sound systems out there then as well? Then is like a big thing.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of, and a lot of doofs and
Yeah, because
stuff.
you've got all the doofs. Yeah.
You got all the doofs.
The bush
Someone's
doofs. Did you
gotta-
say bush doofs?
Bush doofs.
Yeah.
Someone's got to provide the system for that.
There's a lot of. This is the thing about Australia, isn't it? Is that like all the people are around like the outside, right?
Yeah, mainly on the East Coast. Yeah.
So there's like so much space, but then also everything in that space wants to fucking kill you. Yeah. No?
I mean, this is so many people say, "Oh, the spiders, the snakies," but like, really, you just, especially in urban, like, you know,
Of
environments.
course, but like if you're going to a bush doof, have you ever had any dangerous animal encounters?
No, I had an ant bite me like here, which was unpleasant.
For the audio listeners, he pointed to his crotch.
Yeah. Not like right on, but like nearby, for sure. It's very concerning.
Is that the scariest animal encounter you've had in your time in Australia?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Look, I see, you see snakes, but like when you're in the bush, but like most of the time they'll just run off. You basically just got to like make sure you don't step on them. And yeah, if you're in like long grassy areas, you just like stomp for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
And then like they'll just like run away because they can't hear, but they.
You're not scared of snakes or spiders or anything then?
Nah. No.
Fuck that. Fuck that. This is the thing. I'd love to go to Australia. I'd love to live there. My dad is just moving out there actually at the minute.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go see him there. But I'm a little bit shit scared of being like eaten by fucking everything. To be honest.
Don't let that stop you, mate. Most of the time you're going to be in the city anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Look, to be fair, like north, like proper north, where it's like more tropical, you do hear about like a lot of, crocodiles and stuff.
A lot.
Have you seen that? Like,
A lot. What constitutes a lot?
have you seen that Bob Catter interview where he's like,
What?
he's just talking about the LGBTQ plus community, and he's like, oh, I don't mind if love's love and you can do whatever you want, but I'm not going to spend any time of it because every week a person gets eaten by a crocodile in far north Queensland. It's hilarious. You have to watch it.
Oh my God.
It's like in this news interview. But yeah, so there are like crocodiles like in the far north, especially like in certain seasons and stuff. And yeah, people do get fucking eaten by them, like stupid tourists, like try to get a photo.
But yeah, you know, people get eaten by crocodiles.
But-
Fuck it.
Yeah, they try to get a photo and then
Oh, let's be real quick. Yeah.
yeah, but like, you know, you can definitely stay safe in Australia, no worries. Like anywhere like Sydney and down is like, there's just, you might see like, there's these spiders called huntsmans.
Yeah,
which
mate,
are
the
like,
huntsmans look fucked, actually. Those are the ones
no,
I've
but they're
seen.
like, they're not venomous and
I
they're
know,
not
but
aggressive.
They're this fucking big.
Yeah, they're like
and
this big.
Don't they jump around as well?
No, they don't jump.
I've heard they jump.
They don't jump.
Oh, okay, well, they do.
It's just myths.
Urban myths.
Urban myths, yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
What are the cities like then? They're not spider-infested, crocodile-ran hellholes.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's very similar to here, but like the buildings don't look nearly as cool because they're all like built in the past 200 years.
Yeah, true. It's a very
You know.
new country, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
about
but
the,
like,
sorry, go.
yeah, there's, you know, a kebab shop and, you know,
Yeah.
there's schools and, you know,
Where did you point at Orion when you said schools?
public.
Schools, you know, Orion, schools and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's trains.
Oh, okay, yeah, trains. Trains? You know trains? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah.
What about like the venues and stuff? What are they sort of similar to here? Would you say?
Yeah, like it's interesting. You know what is sort of different about the venues is like the security and stuff. Like I don't know, because people say like I don't know, there's a lot of things over here that are like quite a lot looser. Like we won't go too far into it, but like it's very easy to get. You could say it's very easy to get fucked up at any time of night here. Like
Right.
You know, someone's always a call away, or you can go to an offie at any time of night and get more
things
beers
like
and stuff.
Vapes like this, which I have no fucking idea
Yeah.
where you got this from. But
My secret stash. But on the same note, like, yeah, so like, for example, in Australia, you can't, like, most bottle shops will close at like 11 or 12, depending on where you are. So you got to sort of think ahead with that. But then, like, if you go to a club here, not so much in Bristol, but especially in London and stuff, you get like fully like patted down. They'll like open all your pockets, like search your wallet. Like that happens nowhere in Melbourne. Like
Really?
you just go in, and in most of Australia, you can pretty much just go into any venue. You won't ever get searched or anything. So there's like
Really?
this like.
why do you reckon that is? Why is it so different like that?
I mean, I think like the main reason that it happens so much in London is because there's like heaps of like knife crime and stuff, right? Like that's the main thing they're searching for.
Yeah,
but like, maybe like less of that, and I don't know. It's just general more like laid back kind of culture, I guess.
I've
But,
heard
like,
this as well, yeah, because my dad lived there for a few years and he said that everyone is just way more fucking chill. Why do you think that is? You think it's like the sunshine? You think it's just like the culture there? Like,
Yeah, the culture and like I guess like maybe people aren't as like it's a bit more livable over there. Like it's easier to like have a decent house and like make a good.
I'm just passing Isaac's vape around now.
On the disco, mate.
Yeah, like make a good living and stuff. Maybe people are just generally less stressed about life. And there's less like crime and stuff.
It's
so-
expensive as hell over there, right?
No, it's cheaper than here for sure.
Is it? I thought it was more expensive out there.
No.
Interesting.
No.
All your facts about Australia.
I know they are. Literally, my dad lived there for like
Yeah.
several years.
Maybe you
and
should
he's
go
been
there.
telling
Give it
me
a go.
absolute lies.
You
Well,
can
I'm-
stay on my couch, mate.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
I'll hold you to that. I'm just going to turn up one day.
Do it. Do it.
So you get gig around there a lot. Do you find that there's like a similar amount of buzz for you there as there is out here, or?
I think like I don't know. It's funny because when I come over here, I guess it's a bit of an event. Like it is like a kind of tour and stuff, and like people will, it's a bit of an opportune kind of moment. Like whereas over there, it's a bit more sort of steady going. But to be fair, like in a lot of the clubs there, and it's probably the same over here. Like you can pretty much there's certain clubs and stuff that you can play a set at, and there's guaranteed going to be like. Basically going to be full because everybody just goes there anyway, kind of thing.
Like the Crown?
Yeah, big up the Crown, big up the Crown. But yeah, people will just like,
Wait till you sat on the floor.
And you'll get loads of free promo, mate. You're welcome.
Yeah, honestly, it all depends on the promoter. Like, and I think it's, I mean, artists definitely will, definitely artists will pull a lot of weight and stuff, but like, I think promoters have like such a important part to play. And it might be the same over here, but over there, it's like, how many followers you have and like what your last party was like and stuff. And then like, if it like builds a reputation, and it's all, there's a lot of word of mouth and just like that goes into it. So
what's one of your favourite gigs you've played then, like anywhere? Having a little pensive suck on the vape.
Fuck. I think like doing it back to back with my mate at this festival in Australia on New Year's Eve,
Nice.
last year was sick. I'd love to do more festivals. I think that's something that maybe I mean, I don't know, is having it like, would having an agent like help you get more festivals over here? Have you, or is it more just like?
Potentially, I think it's that same thing of like moving outside of your like circle. Like if your circle involves people that sort of are running stages at festivals or like, you know, doing whatever, I think, it's just one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, would definitely be sick to do more festivals. Like, there's not a lot of garage and jungle and stuff at festivals over there. We haven't.
What's going on in the corner? What's happening? What are we laughing
They're
at?
probably just looking at memes.
What's going on? Come on. No, please. It's like when you're in class and your teacher catches you. It's like, oh no, do you want to share the joke with us, Ben Lloyd?
No, sir.
Okay, fair play.
No, sir.
So you did a festival on New Year's. What was that?
It's just like it's sort of pretty varied festival with like a lot of bands and stuff. I don't know, everybody gets really cooked. It's called Folk Rhythm and Life, put on by this cooked unit.
This cooked unit?
Yeah. It's just like on his property is probably like 2,000 or 3,000 people. But it's just big vibes. Everybody's there to have like a sick time. But we'd definitely love to do more festival gigs, I think.
Because I suppose New Year's over there is like the middle of summer, isn't it? I suppose so. It's like fucking hot.
It was so fucking hot. Yeah, I actually played earlier that day with my reggae band, and it was on like New Year's Day, and none of us had like, I think like the average hour of sleep between us was like maybe 45 minutes, and it was like 45 degrees.
Oh my god!
And it was savage. And then I had to push on through and play at midnight.
That's sick that you did a set with your band and then did a set DJing as well.
Yeah.
Do you...
Best of both worlds. No.
This is the thing, isn't it? Is when it's like, it's just so fucking like hot over there, and I think that is what maybe lends itself to people potentially being a bit more cooked. Do you know what I mean? do you find that? Do you find that?
I don't think people over there. Well, I don't think
people in Australia are more cooked.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
There's this stereotype, I think. Do you not think of Australians being like a bit like? I'm not going to do an accent, but...
Go on.
No.
We're going to get on the piss. We're going to get on the piss this weekend, boys.
That sounded like you were doing an accent there as well.
Yeah. I guess I don't like have a... You call it like ochre or like... I don't have like...
What?
Yeah, like a bogan kind of accent.
What?
I don't have a super strong... Do you know what bogans are?
No.
Sort of like the rednecks of Australia or something.
Okay. People that live out in the
mate.
bush.
You know.
Yeah, mate, it's like everyone, right? That's not just a bogan.
No, but it's that way. Yeah, it's the way you say it.
Go on then.
Yeah, mate. Buddy, got me wifey at home. Love watching the footy on the weekend. Got me Sheila. One time I was like playing this gig with my reggae band at this bar, and it was like a pub like on the East Coast, and this girl came out. She's like, "Oh, I really love the music. I wanted to dance, but my boyfriend doesn't let me." And he was like, "Yeah, no dancing." It was like,
Oh my
that
god.
was some weird shit. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Just like country mentality, I
Country
guess.
folk.
Yeah, just misogynist country folk.
Do you get approached a lot when you play or after you play? Like from people like that, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, people definitely come up and say, sick set, you know, or whatever.
Do you find you get approached?
Shit set, that was garbage.
Yeah,
Why the fuck are you here?
I get that actually quite a lot. Now that you mention it, to be fair, yeah. Do you find that you get more people was like, I guess the question is, what's the difference in crowds when you play the live stuff as compared to when you play a DJ set?
Oh, look, I mean, the live stuff, I did play at that festival that I was talking about, but that was like a once-off kind of thing because, like, the guy, we'd played at that festival before, but that I never really, like, that band's done, like, 2 gigs in the past, like, 4 years. So I don't, but, like, yeah, I guess it's a bit more of a, like, there's a lot more variation in age and people, I guess, with the live stuff. There's, like, a lot of older people who are into, like, bands and stuff where I think, like, most of the electronic scene is, like, a younger crowd and, you know, people who are up
You
to...
will occasionally get, like, a proper old dude that's like...
Yeah, like a veteran, like a rave veteran, yeah.
They're the best ones, mate. They're the best ones.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, in it for the long haul. Yeah, that'll be us.
I was going to say,
us.
that's going to be you, not far now.
Not
mate.
far now.
You're not far from that.
Give you guys a couple of extra years. Yeah, I'll be there.
Do you reckon you will still be doing this in, like, I don't know, 3-4 years?
I think so, definitely. Yeah. Don't know what else to do.
I suppose, yeah, once you start.
Yeah, but it all depends. Yeah.
So can you explain the gap in your resume from like 2018 to 2025? I was a DJ, like, you know, it's one of them.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, I definitely don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Yeah, I mean, when I get back, got a fair bit to sort out life admin stuff, but then, like, hope to just keep on putting together more tunes and, yeah, making shit happen. And yeah, I would like to have an agent over in Australia, working on that at the moment, just like, because, like, there's, I don't know, it's a bit more, there's a lot more of, like, a quite a clicky scene, quite a monopoly that, like, a lot of promoters have on venues and, like, artists that come over and stuff, like, yeah, there's just, certain promoters that were, like, always, like, you know, who, like, brought out, like, Interplanetary Criminal and, like, who are bringing out Dr. Dubplate later this year and stuff. And, like, so it would be good to, like, be in with those promoters a bit more and, like I got to, it's just funny because sometimes I go to these gigs and, yeah, like Interplanetary Criminal, for instance, went to him and because of who the promoters are, like, some of the supports were playing, like, techno and stuff, and it's like, why?
Yeah,
why are
literally.
you guys here?
Yeah.
I play garage. Come on. There's other DJs who play garage. It's just like, but yeah, it's just like kind of the way it works. Like they'll like use the people. I guess it's just the people that they trust and the people they have on their books.
Suppose so, yeah.
I don't know if the same thing happens here much. I don't know. I feel like here the lineup seemed to be a bit more cohesive. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
think it is still quite clicky, though. I think it is a lot about, like, if you know the person, then, like, they'll get you on, that sort of thing.
yeah,
Obviously, you'd rather it not be like that at all, but
yeah.
fucking nepotism, mate.
Yeah.
Nepo babies, am I right, Ryan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I guess, yeah, I do see it here as well. Just same people getting put on and, but yeah, I guess that's just part of the grind. You just got to, I mean, that's the thing. You've literally just got to go out. Like, if you're starting up or, like, if you're in a new place, you just, like, got to go out and meet people and go to, like, afters and, like, hang out and just, like, get to know people and, yeah, build those connections. So
I can't do the afters, man. I can't fucking do it.
yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't be acting like an old man, but I'm such a fucking old man when it comes to that sort of thing. Like, once an event ends, I just want to go home. Like, maybe there'll be, like, one event every, like, 2 or 3 months where I'll be like, fuck it, yeah, like, this is so good, like, let's just carry on. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm an old soul, mate. You know what I mean?
Maybe you need a holiday, mate. Maybe you need a holiday to Australia.
Maybe I do.
Yeah.
Maybe I do, on your sofa.
Yeah.
Sounds luxurious.
Where's
mate.
your dad moving?
I think they're landing, like, near Gold Coast. I'm not sure, they haven't really got a plan, but
Nice.
I could be wrong. Sorry, Dad, if that's wrong.
Sorry, Daddy.
So what's the future of Isgwan saying?
Got some tunes coming out soon. EP, yeah. Well, it will be out now. It's out now.
Do you want to plug it?
Chocky Bicky Records.
Chocky Biggie.
Yeah, that tune with Mac 47. There's a dub version of that tune, and then 2 other, like, breakbeaty ones. Yeah, what other things have I got coming up? Yeah, just a few other releases, and yeah, I'm really keen to get back in the studio. That's one thing about, like, coming over here. Well, just traveling in general. Like, I always miss just making beats and stuff. You can do a bunch on your headphones, but, like, also.
I was gonna say because you're
Good to
still
like-
making beats out here, right?
Yeah, a little bit for sure. But like that real just like focus, like sit in your room, like in your studio where you're comfortable and you got your speakers and like you can really like, just sit there for like 11 hours and just like pump out tunes.
Fucking hell. Do you feel your sound like evolving slowly as well?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like when I listen back to my first few tunes and stuff, I think like, I mean, just like the, I don't know, technical side of it, like gets smoother and smoother.
Yeah, I can't believe you've only been producing for like 2.5 years. Like it's your tunes. Like I was chatting to Longies about it the other day. They just sound they're just so fucking on. Like they're so good. Not to like
Thanks, mate.
jerk you off or whatever, but
That's for later.
right. Well, on that note, I think we're about time, right? Are we good?
Yeah.
Get out of the way. A producer man has to get to the iPad.
I'm sorry.
What are you closing us out with, Isaac?
So,
go on.
closing with another Sydney producer, actually, Cotto, which you may be
Cotto,
familiar with.
yeah, of course.
He just released this tune last week. It's called In Your Eyes. A bit of a faster 4/4 kind of number, this one, with some nice, delicious, cheesy piano. I just thought it was nice, and it came out recently. He's been putting out a lot of stuff. I chatted to him a fair bit, and thought it was worth a mention. And if you haven't heard it before,
100%.
I hope you enjoy.
Anything else you want to say before we round this bad boy off?
Just thanks for having me, mate. It's good to see you again.
Likewise,
Bomb.
my fellow down under garage boy. I don't know where I was going with that, but there you go.
Yeah.
Ending on a
Yeah.
high. Fucking hell.
Yes.
Yeah, big up. This has been Chatting Breeze, episode 7 with Isgwan. Say bye, Isaac.
7. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.